happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics, and today we got a reaction to Courtney Barnett and her song City Looks Pretty, brought to us by a friend, longtime supporter, and patron of the channel, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. I always appreciate you. Johnny always brings me great stuff. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out the Patreon link below, the patron link on the end screen. The patrons keep this channel going. All right, we have some Courtney Barnett up, but it's been a long time. This is the third single released from her second album in 2018. I'm going to have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Johnny. We're not done.
What you want, oh, when you
right. City looks pretty. The thing that I always enjoy about Courtney's music is the instrumentation, the arrangement is so rich, right? With over 2 minutes to go, it sounded like the song was going to end, but I warned you, it's not over. And it totally changes, right? You just have a time change in there where it just goes completely different. But the guitar work throughout is fantastic. The melody and the repeating riff is fantastic. And I mean, it's a song about loneliness, man. It's a song about loneliness, right? I mean, she says, the city looks pretty when you've been indoors for 23 days. I've ignored all your calls and everyone's waiting when you get back home. They don't know where you've been, why you're gone so long. Friends treat you like a stranger and strangers treat you like their best friend. Oh, well. Spare a thought for the ones that came before. All in a day is bending backwards to reach your goal. So I don't know if she's in a depression, she's lonely, she stays inside, or this is maybe about her becoming somewhat famous and then the loneliness of that, right? And then coming back and the friends treat her like a stranger because they haven't heard from her for so long, but strangers treat her like a best friend because they know who she is, so they're happy to meet her. I don't know, but the chorus, sometimes I get sad. It's not all that bad. One day, maybe never, I'll come around. And then in verse 2, she kind of plays that out. Strangers, she says, waking up to another dismal day. You got a ways to go. You ought to be grateful, because people tell you sometimes when you're down and you're like, well, at least you don't have this, or you ought to be grateful. I know they mean well, but that doesn't necessarily help you when you're in that situation, right? It makes you actually feel worse that you feel bad. And then the outro, I'll be what you want, oh, when you want it, but I'll never be what you need. And the city looks pretty from where I'm standing. So really good stuff. Courtney is very talented, man. I've listened to a couple of her albums, and she's not real well known here in the States where I live, and she should be, but great stuff. So thank you to Johnny for bringing this one. Let me know what you think of this. What else should I check out from Courtney? Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already, and give us a subscribe. Until next time, guys, I will see you.